Hi, my name is David Hewitt.
And I'm Mary Hewitt, and we have been working with Youth with a Mission, or YWAM, which is an interdenominational, international Christian missionary organization.
So we studied here in Kona, and we spent some time getting trained and learning about God and His ways. And sometime after that, began to sense God's calling for us to work amongst unreached people groups. So these are people groups who've never had the Bible in their mother tongue, or who don't have any churches, or their churches just barely started amongst them. So in 1997, we moved out to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, and began learning the local language. During that time, Lauren Cunningham met with us, and he encouraged us to start training amongst these unreached people groups who've just barely become Christians. And so we went back there and we did. We started training amongst them, started some of the first discipleship schools and Bible schools amongst them, and they loved it. And sure enough, they began doing outreaches in neighboring states amongst Muslims, or up amongst the shamans in Siberia, the similar people group. And God began to bless them as they went out and did missionary work themselves.
I did a school of worship in Montana a number of years ago. We then ended up taking this school out to China and running it there, and they loved it. We had both Chinese young people who were working with our organization, and we had foreign missionaries who also went through the training, who had the same desire to see more worship leaders raised up. And so my passion then became leading worship out on the frontiers for our frontier missionaries and our local workers. We've been blessed to see some of the fruit of our labor even since coming out here to Kona. Our first week here, a young Chinese girl came running up to us, so excited to see us. And I had led worship in her discipleship training school every week, and Dave had taught in her school. So for her, it was a taste of home coming to her. And for us, it was a joy to see a young Chinese getting further training, preparing for her destiny that God was calling her to.
Our dream is to increase some of the training here for young people, to see more people get prepared for missions, and then take some of the great training that we've been blessed with, the Word of God, and we want to take it to regions of the world that have very little access to training or to education or to Christian teaching. This is a great training base. There are hundreds of young people come here every quarter and get sent out to the nations. So if you or your children want to get trained in missions and get to know God better and then go serve the poor and needy in other places, we know just the place for you. Thank you for partnering with us. Come and join us.